Neighbor dispute leads to a shooting and a barricaded situation early this morning.
Police surrounded a home on Spokane just 2 hours before this morning. Let's get live to Nick Monticelli. He's been following this story all morning long for us. Good morning, Nick.
Good morning. In fact, evidence technicians just brought out one of the guns used in this standoff. You can't see it at this moment, but that evidence technician that's standing at the back of that van is putting some zip ties on it right now and gun locks to secure that weapon. All of it actually happening in the home right behind that evidence technician. And what's interesting is that almost every home on this block is involved somehow because of how many shots were fired. In fact, as we zoom out and show you all of the evidence markers that are all over the street here, because it is an AK-47 that was used, so therefore there are lots of shots fired. Now take a look at this video. This all started at about 2 o'clock this morning, and the suspect gave up pretty quickly because the SRT team got here, which is Detroit's SWAT team, Special Response Team. Started at 2 o'clock this morning as a dispute between neighbors. We're hearing maybe it was loud music, but I really hope that's not the case because of how much this escalated and how bad it got. At some point, for whatever reason, again, it escalated to the point where one neighbor pulled out an AK-47 and shot the other one. Now, despite all of these shots being fired, only one bullet actually hit the neighbor, that victim, and he is going to be okay. He is in temporary serious condition at a nearby hospital. The suspect, though, ran back inside of the home that we just showed you and barricaded himself in there. A standoff began. When officers got here, they realized what they were dealing with, called in that special response team. They rolled in here with their armored vehicles and tactical units and tactical team members. That's when the suspect realized that he was going to have to give up.
10 gunshots, just bang, 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 and then it bang, bang again. So I'm like, oh my God, I wish they stopped. And then they finally stopped. So I went back to sleep and think nothing of it. I was going to call the cops, but since it stopped, I just figured they was just letting out the gun. But I didn't know it was this intense. I was really scared. I was like, oh my God, what's going on now? You know, I'm just praying that nobody got killed in the neighborhood.
And that is the case. Nobody died in this incident, amazingly, considering how many shots were fired, the type of weapon used, and what ended up happening here. So again, you're looking live at the home where all of this happened, where the suspect was barricaded inside. It only lasted about 2 hours, maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes, though, before that suspect gave up. By the way, the suspect is in his 50s, and we should be getting more information from DPD about what transpired in between, what was that fight about, and hopefully some more details. We're live here on the west side. Nick Monticelli, Local 4.